Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. It is the last week of the month, and I did not forget an environment deck. We're doing it today. It is Boros Legion by Vad Sky from Magic the Gathering. It is a very militant guild filled with angels.com. Our villain for today is Solo Greaser, because letters page. Fighting against him, we have a new variant of Teferi called Hero of Dominaria, La Commodore Extreme, the Uncanny Quicksilver, and Daedalus Powered Up, who has the pleasure of being Greaser's nemesis for this game. Alright, start a game, he gets Impeccable Pompadour and a Living Paycheck. End of his turn, he hits the hero character and the player with the contract card 1 energy damage. And then they must discard a card to destroy one of their ongoing equipment cards. Really? Oh man. Daedalus is fine with that. Who knew that would actually be a good thing one day? Here goes nothing. Thermobaric Mine. Anyone can take this. Card enters this play area. This card deals each hero targeting this player 1 fire damage. I guess we'll give that to La Commodora. End of turn, he gets Daedalus for 2, and we'll discard the Atlas Gravity Well. Neat. Let's start with Temporal Shock. Teferi deals a target 3 lightning damage till starting next turn. Reduce damage dealt by a target dealt damage this way by 1. Simple enough. His power is Timely Response. Choose a non-hero play area. At the end of the next turn in that play area, you may play a card. So we will mark the environment. Draw a card. It'd be really funny if I played Brig Teleporter. No, actually, I'm going to play Chronological Sweet Spot. She takes a fire damage. And we use her power to find a Brig Teleporter. Okay, fine. Shuffle. Discard a card. Draw a card. And then we do the thing. Hey, Liquid Metal. All right. Whispering Steel, Force Needles, I think we will just leave those be. And a Fly Free. Okay, kind of don't want to get rid of those. I'm going to put that back in my hand. And then she'll hit that for 1. It can't deal damage. Which doesn't matter because start of her turn, it then can deal damage. Let's start with Vicious Memories so she can draw extra cards. Smack Greaser for 2 melee damage and draw 2 cards. Daedalus is going to Fly Free and then put the Fly Free back in his hand. And then we redirect next time he deals with self-damage. And he draws 2 cards. Oh, there we go, something we can actually do. Alright, Boros Legion plays the Frontline Medic. A soldier. Environment targets other than this card with 1 or more HP are indestructible. Start of the environment turn, this card deals a non-soldier target with the highest HP 2 melee damage. So he does nothing. Teferi, on the other hand, can play a card. Let's play Temporal Archmage. At the end of each turn, if a card was removed from game that turn, you may draw a card. Alright, Greaser plays all the best toys. So we got Electro Shackles and the Impact Neutralizer, which is a gross card. Most cards in hand is Quicksilver, so it's going to reduce damage dealt by her to Greaser by 1. She takes a damage. End of turn, he hits Daedalus for 1. Oh no, he has to discard a card. How terrible. And that's it. Alright, I think we need some more time to set up. Reality Ripple. Remove a non-character card from the game. Return that card to play at the end of your next turn. So we'll just do that. Put this over here as a reminder. I guess we'll do his power again. Same thing as last time. Draw a card. And then a card was removed from the game, so I can draw another card. Alright, start of turn, Chronological Sweet Spot is going to eat the Brig Teleporter. Let's go ahead and weigh Anchor. She takes a damage. Flintlock and Cutlass. Let's destroy the Thermobaric Mine. Power. What else can we eat here? Oh no, it's Timeless Treasure. Draw a card. End of turn. Do the reveal. Temporal Shock. Let's hit Greaser with that again. Reduces damage. And then, let's see, she can draw a card, and Teferi can draw a card, and oh, might as well let Quicksilver draw a card. Daedalus is okay. Stress Hardening. She's taken some damage. Let's go ahead and hit the Electro Shackles for 3 with her power and draw 2 cards. She's got all the cards. Alright, Daedalus is going to play Force Wave Doru and go ahead and use its power, draw 2 cards. He will hit Greaser for 3, take out the Electro Shackles, and hit this guy for 2. Draw a card. Start of turn, the Frontline Medic hits the non-soldier target with the highest HP for 2 melee damage. That is Greaser. Who knew? Boros Legion plays True Fire Captain, another soul. Spoilers, most of the cards are soldiers. Whenever this card is dealt damage by a non-soldier target, it deals the source of that damage 2 fire damage. End of the environment turn, this card deals a non-soldier target with the second highest HP 2 melee damage. Which right now is Daedalus, it looks like. Poor guy. End of turn, Teferi can play a card. Let's bewilder that True Fire Captain. Play this card next to a non-character target, reduce damage dealt by that target by 1. I think I'm willing to smack her around a little bit now. Greaser plays Thermobaric Mine again. Most cards in play is anyone but Teferi. Or actually, is either Quicksilver or La Commodora. Let's give it to Quicksilver, actually, because she wants to take more damage now. Greaser once again hits Daedalus for 1. Destroy that, discard the other one, same difference. And that's it. So end of his turn, that goes back into play. Careful consideration. Draw 4 cards, discard 2 cards. Let's go ahead and give him a card play at the end of the environment turn. And then this goes back into play. We need to do something about that. Chronological Sweet Spot will eat the Timeless Treasure. I'm going to play Rudder in the Time Stream. Actually, I should have discarded last round, I forgot. Let's play a Paradoha Figurehead. Yeah, put that on Quicksilver. And go searching for another equipment card, Temporal Rigging. Shuffle, discard a card, draw a card. Let's look at the top of everybody's deck. Guard Breaker. Darn, it's a finisher. She can deal a target 3 irreducible melee damage, make that 4. She takes 1 to the thermobaric mine. Yeah, Paradoha figurehead is going over to Quicksilver. And then somebody can use a power. Let's have Quicksilver hit the impact neutralizer for 4. That's a good idea. Cool. Quicksilver will Alloy Storm. Kills each non-hero target 2 projectile damage. Taking out the impact neutralizer is worth it for the retaliation damage. Speaking of which, the True Fire Captain hits her for 1. And then she hits the Pompadour, and Greaser hits her for 2. Yes. Let's just start comboing like crazy. Whispering Steel for 3 irreducible melee damage to Greaser, 2 more to herself, another Whispering Steel, another 3 damage to him, and off of that, Forest of Needles, 6, 7. I'm sorry, all that was increased by 1, so 4 more damage to him, 1 more damage to everything else. Cool. Power. She's going to, well, I guess she'll just hit Greaser for 3 and draw a card. I'm sorry, 4. Daedalus is going to fly free, get rid of that, play Icarus Bombardment. 3 targets, 300 damage each. Let's hit Greaser. 4, let's take out the frontline medic. Let's hit the True Fire Captain. He takes a damage from that. Power, Force Wave Doru, draw 2 cards. He will hit Greaser for 3. He'll take out the True Fire Captain. That actually doesn't go away, interestingly enough. And then end of turn, skip drawing a card. He goes to deal himself 4 fire damage. We redirect it to the non-hero target with lowest HP, which is the Pompadour, so Greaser hits him for 3. Cool. Boros Legion plays Agrus Kos, Soldier. Increase damage dealt by soldiers by 1, reduce damage dealt to soldiers by 1. Gross card. Teferi can play a card. I guess I'll play Time Raveler. When this card enters play, you may draw a card. I will do so. When a non-indestructible villain card would enter play outside the villain play phase, discard that card instead, remove this card from the game. Alright, speaking of the villain play phase, he hits himself for 3. We messed up his hair. And he plays All the Best Toys again. So we got a Thermobaric Mine. It's going on La Commodora again. She takes fire damage. Electro Shackles on Daedalus, actually. Oof. End of turn, Greaser hits Daedalus for 2. He will discard a card. And that's it. This game is very close to done. Let's play Syncopate. That's his buffer overflow. Go ahead and use his power to let him play a card down there. Draw a card. Alright, Chronological Sweet Spot is going to eat Temporal Rigging. I don't really have the cards to discard for the Paradoha figurehead, so let's just go ahead and get rid of that. She's going to play Run Aground and take a fire damage. That's 8 cards out of her trash. Shuffled into her deck. She hits Greaser for 9. Let's see what she can find in her deck. It's a Future Tech deck gun. Shuffle, discard a card, she takes a damage. Draw a card. If somebody can deal damage, the game is over. Temporal Shock, we win. Okay, that was anticlimactic. Games against Greaser always are, unfortunately. Let's take a look at the rest of the environment deck since we didn't see hardly any of it. Angel's Guidance. Whenever a non-angel soldier deals damage, it regains that much HP if there's an angel in play. At the end of the environment turn, reveal and replace the top card of the environment deck. When an angel is revealed this way, play it. Fireman Avenger. Angel. Soldier. All the angels are soldiers. All the targets are soldiers. Reduce non-infernal damage dealt to this card by 1. I love that. At the end of the environment turn, the soldier with the lowest HP regains 3 HP and deals a non-soldier target with the second highest HP 2 radiant damage. Legion's Light, Angel. At the start of the environment turn, this card deals each non-soldier target 1 radiant damage. Increase damage dealt to targets dealt damage this way by 1 until the start of the next environment turn. Fireman Angel. Okay, we're just doing all the angels at once. When this card is destroyed, shuffle it into the environment deck. At the end of the environment turn, each soldier regains a hit point. Then this card deals each non-soldier target 1 radiant damage. Sky Knight. Reduce non-projectile damage dealt to this card by 1. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals a non-soldier target with the second lowest HP 2 melee damage. Deafening Clarion. At the end of the environment turn, deal each non-soldier target 2 sonic damage. Then if this card did not enter play this turn, destroy it. Increase damage dealt by soldiers by 1. Banneret. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the non-soldier target with the second highest HP X melee damage, where X is the number of soldier cards in play. Tajik. Environment targets other than this card are immune to damage other than melee and projectile damage. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals a non-soldier target with the second highest HP 2 melee damage. Aurelia. Angel. At the end of the environment turn, each soldier deals the non-soldier target with the second highest HP 2 melee damage. Parhelion 2, which looks like it's a large skyship or something. At the end of the environment turn, if there is an angel in play, play the top card of the environment deck. Increase radiant damage dealt to non-soldier targets by 1. Assemble the Legion. At the start of the environment turn, reveal cards from the top of the environment deck until a non-angel soldier is revealed. Put it into play, then shuffle the other cards back into the environment deck. If no cards are in play this way, destroy this card. And Swift Blade. Increase damage dealt by this card by 1. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals a non-soldier target with the second highest HP, 1 melee, and 1 melee damage. And that's it. Fun, challenging environment deck that's really just all about dealing lots of damage all the time, but not in a way that it's not quite as punishing as Doc the Wrath, I think. So, very good. And that's going to be it for this one. You can find Boros Legion as well as Teferi on Vadsky's Sentinels mod. You can find Extreme Locomodora and Daedalus Powered Up on Walker's Workbench. And you can find Solo Greaser on Sentinels Community Customs Classics. So as always, thank you for watching. Thanks everybody for coming to chat. Sorry this was brief, but that happens sometimes. Tabletop Simulator, we have a Sentinels called DLC, Vadsky's Sentinels mod, Sentinels Community Customs Classics, Walker's Workbench, not getting these products. Please support the official release and flip.